today. Definitely not doing anything fancy. But it's 2:30 and I decided I want to eat. I have to remember though that I'm going to need to eat when my dog was cycling, because that was horrible not remembering last night and paying for it. Yes, it was. Alright, so we got my eggs. That is a little under a tablespoon of butter. I'm getting good at cutting it now. I'm trying to decide if I want to use this. This is from the grill yesterday, the turkey. I guess I'll use a little bit. And weigh out some. We're on this side. I'm going to do 3.5 ounces just because I don't want to overpower my eggs with it. Then I have fresh mozzarella I'm going to weigh out. Two ounces exactly. Down. I need to start saving my eggs. Like the egg shells. Alright. I should have got all my stuff together first because I don't know where my spatulas are. I don't like the big ones. Mozzarella. And then we put it in there. Probably would have liked it better if I just kept my turkey on the side. But it's okay. And yes, I've been using Carb Manager. I've been tracking even my strawberry bites, like all of it. Smells like a grilled omelet. Like, it definitely smells like charcoal. The bad kitties are all in their room sleeping, so they can't get on the stove, so I don't have to worry about them. I'm going with a little salt. Can't even tell if that's coming out. Alright, it's 2:40. Time for my main meal. Because I'm drinking coffees with fat in it, I am having deli meat in the morning with my medicine. I am having deli meat and carrots at night with my medicines. So I technically do 2 very small meals and 1 larger. My saga, is it green beans or is it black eyed peas? I'm thinking green beans. Of course, when you do the tell me what it is, they say it's cucumbers, but I didn't plant cucumbers, so I know it's not cucumbers. So I thought it was going to be green beans, but there's not 3 leaves, it's only 2. Great. I think they're going to turn out to be black eyed peas and break my dad's heart. Alright, I'm going to go grab some green bean seeds and plant them over here quickly so the sun doesn't get to me. And yeah. It has been 3 hours since I filmed my food. I'm finally able to move around. I had a reaction, a really bad one. Didn't even finish it all. Couldn't stay out of the bathroom. Was almost throwing up. Shaking. My heart was pounding out of my chest. It was like a real allergic reaction. I was on fire. It was horrible. So, which doesn't mean I'm allergic. It means my body. It was a mast cell attack, is what I call them. I don't call it the episode because it wasn't the horrible one where I'm holding a bucket throwing up as well. Alright, this is where it starts to get tricky. I make it 30 days. This is the longest I think I've made it in a year or 2, being able to stay keto. And we are not going off of keto. We just got to keep minusing stuff, I guess. When I had the eggs the other day, I felt like I was going to have a reaction, but I didn't. But everything is compounding on itself because it is almost 90 degrees outside. And I don't take heat well, but I don't take cold well. And going in and out of the house, it makes me sick. But if I have the temperature in the house above 70, I start sweating and I get sick. But then after being outside doing stuff in the 90-degree weather and I come back in and it's below 70, I get sick for a minute. And I think the rain has finally caught up with me. Plus I mowed yesterday. That was a big boo-boo. Huge factor there. And I'm having to do tons of chemicals with the pool. I am wearing gloves and everything. I'm not getting any sleep lately. I'm stressed about my dad's surgery coming up. He has to have a heart valve replaced, and we won't know until they go in to do it if they have to, they're gonna have 2 places ready, OR. One will be the easy one, and if it bursts or something happens and they have to switch over to the other, yeah, it's just really stressful. This stuff with my daughter is stressful. I have a lot of triggers going on at once right now. So if you see me only eating different fruits, like berries, maybe apples, watermelon, if you see me only eating deli meat and some cheeses, right, then that's what you're gonna see, and you're just gonna have to deal with it, because y'all, I kind of think it was the turkey that gave me the reaction, which is gonna suck because I just bought a lot of the turkey. But I'm not going to eat the eggs just in case, or I'll eat eggs in stuff, not by itself like that. That might have been too many at once, and too many in 1 week. So The last few times I've had turkey, I've had reactions like this and not felt well, like I do with friggin' chicken. So, I don't know. Come here. It's a cat. You're probably hearing him. He's purring his butt off. But, so, I will be eating carrots, a lot of carrots. I will be eating berries. I will be eating my deli meat and occasional cheese. I don't do a lot of cheese. I will be continuing my coffees. I will try keto chow again. Also, I am on a histamine bucket fill because of the doxycycline. I might be fine when I get off of it, but I can tell you I am still having severe ear pain, and I'm also taking a lot of ibuprofen. All right. Plus, my body does not. Okay. One reason I eat 1 meal a day, because after the mast cell went crazy and I got the Delta version of the C word, I had already had issues with my stomach not processing food fast like normal people. It was already hours behind, but I have noticed that it's days behind now, so that causes problems. And what I mean by that, I mean I could eat something 2 days ago and burp it up today. And I know it's for that because I haven't eaten anything like that, right? Like today, before, I was trying to think what it was. Also, has nothing to do with keto. I've always had an issue my whole life, only going to the bathroom a couple of times a month. I was doing good, especially when I was eating the watermelon, right? Because the watermelon has so much water in it. I don't know. But then all of a sudden, I wasn't going for weeks again. And that seems to be a big trigger because I have all those toxins in my body not releasing. So, he's happy. He came to say hi. So I'm very nauseous right now. Just walking to the kitchen, I felt like I was going to faint. I'm very off balance, but that could just be my ear. I am overexhausted. So I probably won't get much steps in it today or anything, and I'm going to spend the rest of the day in my bed. Ain't that right? I'm going to spend the day in my bed. Well, it's already 6 p.m., so it's not like I'm spending the whole day in bed. I mean, I've already gotten 7,000 steps, I think, in. So it's just I have been getting close to 16 a day. Should we go to sleep? I'm thinking we should go to sleep. I usually don't sleep in the day, but I'm so tired. Praline? You're not going outside to play with JJ. No, I said you're not going. You're not going outside to play with him. Stop throwing a tantrum. You've been crying in here for over an hour. You're gonna eat me? You're gonna bite the mommy? I'm sorry, honey, but there's spiders tonight and buggies. I'm sitting here trying to record in the car while my daughter is in her therapy appointment because I'm bored. I already went to Harris Teeter and got me some deli meat. But my little thing isn't working. Y'all, I went to get some really expensive roast beef, low sodium, from Harris Teeter, Boar's Head. And they let me taste it first because I was like, that's really expensive. And I wished I hadn't tasted it. I mean, I'm glad because I didn't buy it. But at the same time, it was loaded with black pepper and I almost freaked out. My stomach's on fire and I don't feel well. I can't have pepper. And didn't think about it because all the roast beefs I've been buying, none of them have pepper. I didn't think that it would have pepper. I should have thought. And I did used to eat that one a long, long time ago and haven't in years and just forgot that it had black pepper all around the outside. Then I went to the little hot bar and got my daughter some salmon and just tiny little bit. $20, y'all. I forgot it was done by weight, and they were no longer, they used to be $8.99, and I guess they raised them to $12.99 now, and I was too embarrassed to put it back. And I should have said, here, I'm not paying that for this crap. Like, seriously, but I was too embarrassed to put it back. So I got it for her, and watch, she does in the end like it. We'll see. So I got me low sodium ham and turkey. Neither one has anything on it. I do better with boar's head. We all know why I stopped eating it last summer. But it is better for my body than any other place. Especially the low sodium. And the scale, which I'm not going to say because I'm close to 60 days anyways. The scale is showing that my body likes it better, especially since I am on doxycycline and I am getting sick 24/7, and I am also on ibuprofen around the clock, 800 milligrams. Both things usually put 10 pounds of weight on me. Okay, I have never taken either one without gaining weight until this time. I'm still on it though, so it's not like I'm gonna have some huge whoosh from coming off of it yet. I go to the doctor tomorrow to see if I need more antibiotics because the pain is just not going away, and I'm having some really strange, weird symptoms right now. Like my toes are on fire. They feel like they've been put in a fire. Okay, I have Rayon syndrome, but it only affects me if my toes get cold, like if I'm out in the cold, and that is very rare for me, or if I'm in the shower. Like, it is extremely rare for me to be sitting here in 95-degree weather and my toes feel like they are on fire. And then last night they were going from like they were in an ice bath to being on fire. It was driving me insane. I've had such horrible time sleeping the last 2 days because of it, and I have never experienced this before. It's usually something that oh, my kid's here. All right, outfit of the day. Ignore the mess. It is a storage unit / cat area. I don't own a living room, so my outfit was very simple. Just my blue tank top and blue little skirt, and I don't know how much longer I can wear my favorite tank top, y'all. I love this. It was super small 2 months ago. Like, it came to here like it's supposed to, like, not long. And now look. My inches are falling off so much faster than what the scale is saying. Oops, hold on. I'm down to Mom's because my little containers I put my deli meat at was at her house. I couldn't find them anywhere. I forgot this past summer I took them there, and then I wasn't using them, but this time I always use them with Boar's Head. At that place they always give me the cheapest plastic bags, and it's just easier to use these than to get some more Ziploc bags going. So got these for it. Gonna stick them in there. I don't even remember what I was talking about when my daughter got in the car. No clue. But it is cloudy, which means I can be outside afterwards. Y'all, I came home to the biggest surprise in the world, which I can't show you because it's going to be in the Shack video. But even though Gina is desperately ill with a cough, and I had already gone in there and sprayed spots of each of the metal panels because they're each getting painted different colors. I came home and he had spray painted them the colors I wanted. It's a miracle. Like, I'm so thrilled. I love stuff like that. I love little surprises of stuff I have to do that gets done like that. It makes me so happy. Okay, so I get them on Amazon. It's great for bacon too, by the way. It holds bacon really well. I just throw my deli meat up in there. And yes, I got 3 pounds. One, it's so far away for me to go back up there. And 2, this is what I'm eating right now. So, 3 pounds of the low sodium ham. And 2 pounds of the turkey. Low sodium turkey. They have a no salt turkey, which I prefer, But the outside looked like it had a lot of seasonings. Now this does look like there's some paprika, but it looks very minimum. It looks like, okay, this had no seasoning on the outside package, so I hope he got the right one. I got me a mustard. So I'm about to put something together. We'll see. It's 6:30. I'm having 4.5 ounces of the lower sodium turkey, a boar's head, and of their lower sodium ham. Both 4.5 ounces. I'm having 3.5 ounces of blackberries and 5 ounces of fresh strawberries. Alright, so me and my cats ate my food. They probably ate 1 or 2 of my slices. I still have this much left. Let's talk about a few things. I need to comment on Wendy and them's videos. I watch them when I'm doing stuff, and then I forget to go comment. Like, I was so thankful that Sally's toe got back to normal and was so excited for her, and thought I commented it and realized I never did. And then, like, I am thrilled how their diet is going for them right now, which to me is 100% keto. 100% keto. They're just doing a lower fat, and they're just fasting with it and doing autophagy, and they're just playing around because they're completely right. They're completely right. Your body can get used to something, and especially certain people have issues with being able to gain weight with the same intake of everything, that they haven't changed. They haven't slowed down their movement, they haven't changed their calories, their carbs, nothing, and they start to gain weight because your body's magic. It can do that. It can learn to keep you alive, and for some reason it wants to gain weight to keep you alive, especially towards winter. But a lot of people don't believe in keto, right? They think it's horrible because they think you have to eat all this fat. And like I said, find Dr. Eric Westman. You do not have to eat any fat if you are fat. Now, when I say any, I mean I still suggest 30 minimum, 30 to 45 fat grams for your arteries. Okay, you can look that up, that you need some healthy fat in your body. So Dr. Eric Westman is not the person to tell you to go chug any oils. No MCT oils, no putting butters in your coffee. Yes, I put butter in my coffee, but that is not on his list. He gives you a complete list in this book, and there are different phases. And you take a little quiz to know what phase you have to start at. If you want to lose the most weight, the most dramatic, and lower your A1C the fastest, you start at phase 1. So I am about to read phase 2. I have never read it because even though I was 155 pounds or 157 pounds, I did not think I was at phase 2 area, right? And then I got the stupid Delta version, just like Wendy and Harry. We all got it at the same time. And my body went to shit. It went haywire. I got long haul COVID. I got, my mast cell went insane. I have struggled for 2 straight years, over 2 straight years now, until right this minute. Right this minute, I have found something that's working for me. And adding all the berries, even watermelon. What, honey? Okay, so here we go again. Sorry, Dino didn't know I was recording. So totally lost train of thought. Okay, but my diet is working for me. My diet worked better in the beginning before I started cutting all the berries. I used to do Dr. Eric Westman's page 4 white coat version. It was his very first version of his program, and you were allowed berries. And I had taken all that out of my diet because I was going by the phase 1 and the newer version of page 4. And a lot of other keto people out there, the police who say don't eat berries, don't eat fruit, blah, 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 blah. Well, for my body, I can't eat most things because I have MCAS, and my body thinks I'm allergic to it. That's why I added berries back in, because surprisingly, which is weird because I used to be allergic to strawberries, so you would think my MCAS would go crazy. But at this time of the year, I can eat berries with no problem. I have problems in the fall and winter. It's because of the environment part of the MCAS. So berries, watermelon, apples are all back in my diet, and when I eat them, I show you. Same with carrots. They're in my diet. And that's why I'm going to read phase 2. Phase 2, I think you get 50 total carbs, and I have always done 20 up until now. Now I am anywhere between 35 and 47 a day. Okay, so I am going to read this and figure out what is the big difference. I mean, they let you have more fat, by the way, on phase 2. You now can have like 12 olives instead of just 6. You get to have up to 1 cup of yogurt a day. So and you get to have nuts, you get to have cottage cheese, you get to have stuff that is not in phase 1. But I don't actually need the grocery list. I don't need them to tell me how much of one product I can have. I just need the total carbs because I've been doing this in 2017. I don't need the breakdown. I just need Piper. She's being bad. I just need the total carb. Let's see. You might choose to go gradually. Okay, increase to 40. I think this one is 40 grams. So basically, oh, 50. I think it's up to 50. I'm gonna have to read. I'm gonna read every single page of it, but I think you can have up to 50 total carbs on phase 2. Which, if that's the case, then I'm basically been doing phase 2 of In Your Carb Confusion. Because I am doing amazing size-wise, y'all. My clothes size are dropping. I was in a 2X, and I mean number 2X. And there is a difference between a 2X and an XXL, okay? So when I started this 50-something days ago, I was in a 2X. My stomach was so bloated, so swollen. I was walking around with so much inflammation. My cheeks were puffy. There was triple chins going on. Like, yeah. My skin was horrible. My scalp was horrible. I was a mess. And I did not choose to be that way. It was my MCAS only allowing me to eat basically lots of potatoes, some bread, and then occasionally I could get away with fresh turkey breast in the microwave. I couldn't even get away with deli meat, y'all. I couldn't get away with nothing. I had to have potatoes at every meal or I was sick. It was insane. So knock on wood, all the wood I can find right now, because my MCAS is in check enough that I can do what I considered a more, the meat department's the dirty part, right? Because it is deli meat that I mostly can eat with no problem. And the only real cheese I can eat with no problem is fresh mozzarella. And I can do berries, I can do carrots, I don't know about cucumbers, and I'm not doing well with lettuce, so we've cut lettuce out. I can do tomatoes. So you have to find what works for you, whether you have something like MCAS, allergies, or money, because money, you have to have money to pay for good food, right? It's way cheaper to buy some bad food. Candy is really super cheap right now, which is ridiculous. But you have to do what's best for you. Do I think keto is amazing and can be done a million different ways and can help almost anyone? Yes, I do. Am I going to push it on you or anyone else? No, not anymore. I give up. I give up trying to get family and friends that I think could change their life. I am a different person when my body allows me to do keto. Like 1,000,000,000% difference, even though I'm still sick, even though I'm still having an episode, even though I'm still in pain from certain things. I still can do so much more, and I look so much better. Now, let's say you don't want to do a low carb diet, right? You don't even want to hear about it, but you want to do some kind of diet because you want to live healthier. There is a diet plan out there that is that keto, that I believe is the healthiest diet for everyone who does not want to be like on a keto carnivore type diet. And that is the blood type diet. I swear by it, y'all. I swear by it. As in health. Okay, it didn't help me lose weight because I have metabolic disease. I have polycystic ovary syndrome. I had type 2 diabetes. I could not eat any kind of carbs. Okay, it did not help me lose weight, but it made me feel physically better. And I've known tons of people who's lived their life on blood type diets, and they're at their perfect body weights, and it helped them lose weight, and they felt amazing. It's a diet I've always swore by. I'm O negative, and when you read the list, those are the foods my body mostly can process without me laying on the floor crying. When I try to eat other foods, I'm on the floor crying. I have never been able to process certain things, especially like leafy green vegetables. I love collards. I make the best collards in the world, but I'm gonna be laying on the floor crying. I don't love spinach, but I didn't mind salads, but I'd be on the floor crying. Iceberg lettuce, love iceberg lettuce on everything. Crying and throwing up. And my weight goes up so bad when I eat any of those things. And that's because it's causing inflammation in my gut. Okay, I'm not alone here. I'm definitely not alone on the iceberg lettuce thing at all. So I was very happy when I learned I wasn't on that train by myself. But me and leafy greens are not friends. So that's why when I did the keto from Dr. Berg, I died, y'all. Died, because that was his main focus. That's where you start off at 7 cups of leafy green vegetables a day. No. That murdered me. So, do what's best for you. That is all I can say. My cats are very distracting me. My head is starting to hurt again. I need to go put this food away because they're trying to get to it. And yes, my head is shaking. I'm hoping one day they can help me figure out what's causing it. But I can tell you when it does, my back hurts real bad back here. And I'm having severe pain up here all week long, which I don't think is from the ear infection. Because this is when this starts hurting the most, is when I shake the most. Yes, I've had CAT scans. They could not find anything in my brain because they thought I had MS. I have no lesions, no aneurysms, no tumors. Now that was very long time ago, and I don't know if they're going to do another one. That was in 2019 when the issue first started and my head shook every 2 seconds. I had to lay down. I was throwing up constantly. I swore I was giving myself brain damage. It was horrifying. Came out of nowhere. Which also could have been from mast cell, but because of the pain in my back, that's what I think it is. I think I have some kind of injury. And that's also when I went to physical therapy and she would touch there, she said there was a horrible knot there and I needed to hire a massage therapist. I can't afford that. So that's never happened. But I can't wait to do, all right, I am putting down what my weight was today. I'm not going to say. And if on the 60-day mark, like day 61, because that would have been 60 days, I will tell you what I am. But if this was my lowest, I will definitely be telling you what this was too. Because my weight flux, depending on what time of the month it is, you know, girls, we all have those issues. Depending on if I was really physical and I'm holding on water too. But, oh my goodness, come here. He is sitting here pouting because he can see my food, and he is so mad. What's Sharky? Was he high? He is so mad because I gave everyone else some, and he wants some. You want some? Want a bite? Oh, want a bite? Ooh, turkey. He prefers the ham, but I prefer, even though they're both low sodium, You know the turkey's got less sodium than the ham. So, alright, I'm going to shut up now. Alright, so I did just finish reading phase 2. In phase 2, in there, it tells you, like, the amount of fats, like 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 3 tablespoons of butter. So that's 5 tablespoons of butter for me, because I'm not doing the mayonnaise. So it's basically, so you don't overeat fat and you don't overeat carbs. It tells you, it breaks it down for you. But I also took the class and they said whatever works for your body. If you've been doing keto and you know how to do 50 total carbs or less, then you don't have to follow the portions that's in the book. This is for people who eat multiple meals, snacks, and they don't want to use a calculator and they don't want to mess up. They follow the list. No more than half a cup of berries will keep them in what they're supposed to be, because it gives you multiple things you can have during the day. Right? I mean, plums are even on that list. So I am just going to do 50 total carbs or less. I'm not going to eat more than I'm eating now. Some days is 37, but that is going to be what I put in my macros, so that if I eat 50 total carbs because I ate a few extra carrots, I don't feel guilty. So I'm going to set my macros up to phase 2 macros.